Hello, good evening, or good day, or good morning, or good night. Whatever time it is in your time zone. Gentling, indeed. It's sunrise here, apparently. Hope you're having a good weekend, folks. I have been ill all week. So I'm just starting to feel better now. Means I'm behind on a lot of things. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, but last time, which was now on Sunday, which is when I started to feel ill. Oh yeah, I made a whole stack of crafters and stuff here. I've been trying to craft up a bunch of redstone components, given that we're going to be redstoning it up. Yeah, we worked on a thing out here. Still, but like congested tail end of it, so excuse the sniffles. First day today when I woke up is when I'm not feeling like, oh god. Yeah, we built this Shulker farm. It didn't work. As you might be able to tell, it works now. I've been AFKing here quite a lot. I'm actually going to take as much as I can fit in my inventory here and then leave again before I get shot. Yeah, it was the thing that we suspected on that stream, the directionality of the shulkers. So I had to spend a good long, very annoying while trying to get the shulkers that were there to duplicate so that the new shulkers would be correctly aligned. I should go check this. I've been sort of alternating AFKing there and in this farm. I would sit there until my shield was about to break and I come here and repair it. That's decent. This is going okay. Still, I'm kind of afraid that this will fill up, which is one of the reasons I want a shulker loader. I mean, look at this silly stack of chests. It's probably quite full also. Not terribly full, but... okay, can't find it. Never mind. But what I want to do is try to design a shulker loader. Ow! What the hell? I was flying, game. I landed quite flat. What the... okay. But first of all, I don't have like a single shulker that is not full. So first thing I gotta do, well, eat up here. Okay, can't. You know what? Fine. Make a shulker so that I can store my shulkers in it. In a moment. Good. Because we'll need a few. Let's actually... let's not. Because one thing I want to do is I want to try to design a shulker loader that is stocked by shells and chests. Not by, you know, finished shulkers in a big storage or whatever. So I want to make it have an integral crafter component that just crafts the thing that it needs. Have a good day. Well, thank you very much. So let's... that should be good, I think. Stack of chests, yes. Can we land this time? Thank you. Hi, Myth. Just grab these again. Have you... well, you have now. I was going to ask if it's restocked, but that was the sound of restocking, so that's okay. Let's repair this. Okay. Well, that's that apparently. What am I? Oh. Pick up the rest of these. Make more. My ideal would be to make a stack of those two. Dispensers are always annoying. I don't have an income of string either. So while I can buy the bows, that's the non-annoying, the non-annoying way to craft dispensers would include crafting them from sticks and string. But I don't have string, so we're doing it the annoying way. Because then I could auto-craft them. No, I can't really. That's all right. I don't know what's a good way to do this. Let's grab. Okay, never mind. Let's not. Oh, there. Stone bricks. Oh yeah, I've also been oxidizing some copper, so this is what I have now. Like, I was thinking about, should I just try to open a shop? But like, this kind of, with the exception of the stuff that I've put into my builds, which is maybe 2 stacks of copper blocks at most, this is what I've gotten out of the time I've been able to AFK for like basically a week, I think. So it's not like I'm getting a ton of copper out of that thing. Not so that I could actually like sell them. You're no longer blank. How's it going, Valiant? I don't have a solid plan here. Let's assume that we have a dispenser here. Sort of what I'm thinking is we have a dispenser there. We have a crafter pointed into that. Which looks like this. Right? And then we power this dispenser. What I think will happen is dispenser dispenses a shulker and the new one gets set. Assuming that there's a shulker in there, but so let's just well, probably need a power source. Hi, Strezzo. This here. You know what? Let's make it a little bit of a wire, just so I don't accidentally affect something over there by powering something too close. That will do nothing here, but it will put a shulker box in here. So that's good. Now if I do that again, we dispense one, we get another one here. Okay. So far so good. And then I could hopper in the ingredients to this if I need more than a stack of shulkers in. Which might be nice. Where are my hoppers? I know I crafted like a whole lot of them. Here. So my assumption here is I'm going to take out some of those. So if I just stick these in like this, it will fill them up. Yeah. So what I could do is I could do something like this. And then make sure that there's always a queue of casts running through there. Let's maybe do that for now. So if this looks like this. Oops. That is absolutely not what I meant to do. We toss those in there. And then we can have a chest up here that just has tons of supplies, really. Okay. So that is now essentially infinite supplies for a loader. Now we need a way to break this, to measure the amounts in here and all of the stuff, powering the thing. I don't know all of this is going to be. Like, we could have the hopper here. But that will need to, then we need to lock this hopper, because like if I put stuff in there now, it'll go in the hopper. The other option would be put the hopper here and then have either a non-full block or maybe a non-full block. Can we still one too many to sleep by myself. Eating pancakes that I just made. Nice. That sounds lovely. I've had basically nothing but like ready-made like meals, either frozen, you know, microwave meals or takeaway orders for the last week because I've been sick. I'm really really missing just some. Ooh, he's sleeping. I'm missing some just food, regular old food. Okay. Right. It took me a while to remember what I was doing. We could do a soul sand or I probably use mud, but it's the same effect, I guess. So it's a near full block, but it isn't a full block. And we need a piston. Stealing all my materials for this, but it's fine. Piston could be... We'll probably want it above, to be honest. Because I need to read the contents of this. Which means steal yet another stack of stuff from here. So this is interesting. We want to read when this is full, basically. No. We mean this is at max signal strength. Now this can't be opened anymore. Also need to fill it from somewhere, obviously. Which I guess... We already have something on this side. So I suppose we plonk that in there. Because we can still fill it, yes. Because we're not going to want to pull this line 16 blocks out. So we want something to compare with here. I would love if this didn't end up being... this doesn't end up being a 3-wide thing, but I guess it ends up being a 3-wide thing. That's okay. So we want something at maximum signal strength here. Which I suppose you can just do this. I don't want this at maximum, actually. I want this at 14, I guess, which this would be 50.
Good evening, Lime, Chat, and Brian.
Hi, Stewie. Thank you for 42 months of support. Thank you so much. The meaning of streams. So let's assume that I can... If I can get this... I can get this to output a signal only when this is... Yes, only when this is completely full. It's a cat scam. So sorry. I have no idea actually where Ellie is. Then put that there. And it would just do the thing. That gets picked up here. Yes. Very good. So assuming I can put something here that reads off as 60... 14 signal strength. Now the question is, what would that be? What would the easiest thing be to get a signal strength 14 thing for a comparator? Yeah. Now obviously you can put a container there. You can put a dropper with like 8 stacks and some. You could put a lectern there. I don't love that. What's the comparator output of a lit copper bulb? It's 15, right? Could probably do something with the furnace. It's gotta be an easier way for this, or more elegant. Bookshelf wouldn't. Hold on. Compare mode outputs when the back input is greater or equal to the side input, so 15. Okay. So if I don't do compare, if I don't do, okay. In which case, we could actually do this. Okay. We're now gonna need to test on a full shulker. Let's see. It's the full shulker of deep slate. No, it's not. I need something that is like actually full. I know I have some. These look like they're full shulkers of cobble. It's actually true. So let's like take out a stack. And we'll plonk that there. Okay, good. So far so good. If I put a stack in here, this shulker should be automatically broken when the last item leaves here. If the theory is correct here, and not before that. Exciting. Okay, cool. And that ends up there? Yes, it does. Very nice. Okay. So now we need a way for that signal to end up here. Which is gonna be interesting. With a slight delay, but I mean, that's gonna happen almost naturally here. I love that to not have to go sideways either. Surely we can bring that signal up somehow. I mean, this doesn't get, well, I guess. What's the power gonna be like here? It's a comparing thing now. It's not a... I also need the power to come here. Like, I don't need it to be from above, which is going to be a little bit of an awkward thing here. I think I have like a slab here somewhere. That's a tough slab though. You could pull the signal from the hopper the full shulker's in. That seems a little fragile. I mean, yeah, I probably could. There we go. But, well, And then I need to pull it from there. That's maybe doable. But the problem is, what if that backs up? So the whole mechanism stops working then. I want to wait to figure this out. Actually, there's a perfect way to figure this out. Okay. So just put this there. Guess we'll pull this all the way there. If this triggers, then we're kind of good. It did. And it triggered this. It's a little unfortunate because it didn't trigger this. Right, of course that went in there too. So the situation I'm looking for is for it to look like this. You have a hopper in there. All right, I've taken my... Oh, well, look at that. Exactly what I needed. Very good. Maybe that doesn't need a delay then? So... Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I need this to be full. Never mind that. So we do that. I feel like this is going to double trigger this dispenser. I don't know if that matters, but my feeling is it's probably not great. Oh, hey, we get villagers. I came out here and there was a drowned sitting in here holding a single piece of moss. Very proud of his doing, I suppose. So I've had the villagers again up there. Don't know how that happens. The moss farm does like sometimes eject a single piece of moss or something over the edge and it lands like down here. So I guess drowned, spawned, picked it up, became persistent, and then somehow got to targeting those villagers and just climbed up there, I guess, somehow. I don't know how he made it. I don't think they're... Like, I guess he just... Did he? I don't think they pathfind up vines, right? So I think he just might have tried to walk there and then just shopping. All right. Anyway, we were gonna try this. I think is the next step. See what happens. So now I'm at the state where I want to be. Everything is set up except the fact that there isn't a shulker here. So as soon as I place this, the system should detect that it's full and try to activate. Okay. I mean, that sort of seems okay. The only thing could possibly go wrong here, I guess, is if this double triggers. Is there a risk that there's now a shulker inside here? Because the dispenser would... I don't think the dispenser pushes a... I think this is fine. And if so, this is the entire circuit. I'm really annoyed at this being... This doesn't need to be here. Like, this could be... Ooh, be careful now. I'm gonna lock this hopper. This could probably do that. Yeah. So this is not too wide. There's no way it's tileable that way, but that's okay, I guess. Now it's at least 3 wide tileable, which I'm not sure it would have been if I had it the other way. I don't think there's any way I do anything about that. No. So 2 inputs. One is chests and shulkers. The other is whatever goes in the shulker. And that seems to be it. Hi, Mikatu. Shulker, load yourself to bed. Why does that sound a little uncomfortable? Let's clean this up. And this is the output, which obviously could go straight down or something. It doesn't have to go to the side there. Probably should come out the same way as the inputs, to be honest, but I don't know. That could be adaptable. I don't know if that has to be a slab. Because we're obviously triggering this anyway. Maybe we try it with a full block. Just trying to streamline the process of building these things, because I want to build many. So if I take this away, blue one would have gone in there. Yes. My cast shulker. Plonk you back there. I mean, looks like it's doing the right thing, right? There are 3 redstone dust in here. I guess I'll make this my second redstone shulker. I'm getting way too many redstone things here. Okay. Okay, so this thing is 3 hoppers. Stop. Thank you. 8 full blocks. Mud or soul sand. Should I write this down? Probably should write this down. 8 blocks. 1 crafter, 1 dispenser, 3 hoppers, 2 comparators, 1 repeater, right? 1 lever, 1 piston, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 redstone dust. That's it, right? Oh, I didn't write down the mud or soul sand. Does the soul sand stop the shulker dropping the wrong way? I think what it does is it will almost immediately stop it from moving, which means it doesn't have time to move like out of the block. Well, I'm quite happy with it. That turned out much smaller than I had anticipated. Surprising, actually. And because the soul sand and or mud is not a full block, like it stops like here, the hopper can still pick it up through there. Okay. So I've got all of the ingredients for a good number of these, except, well, obviously I need the materials to stock them with, but I'm missing the soul sand. Otherwise I have everything in this shulker. Grab the stack. I think maybe I look for that. I would rather use mud, actually, but I don't know if I have any. Where would I have that? Sorry for that. Okay, I do, but not much. Soul sand is one of the things you can buy, get from bartering, right? So there is a bartering shop, which I guess is probably my way of doing this. So where do I want to build this? Well, I definitely want to build it up there. This is a bit of a catastrophe right now. This whole stack that you see coming down off the side here of chests going into chests, that's all bone blocks. Oops. Oh, also, this here, I had to emergency empty into a shulker earlier because it was full. I've probably lost a whole bunch because I've been sick and not on. But yeah, that stack of chests up there, this thing, is all bone blocks. And see where it's full up to here. I've extended it down several times because it keeps filling up. It's not entirely impossible that one of the farms is just stuck because it's filled up at some point. How does this work? Oh, this is the chest. Oh, whoops. That's actually okay. Let's go look at the other one. There's also a bone block thing coming from the iron farm down at the bottom. Oh, we seem to be okay. But yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots of bone. I should probably like take a screenshot of this thing before I go. I'm not gonna be there. Something like that. It's too wide, which is gonna be interesting, and well, I think it might actually be fine. Might be fine to tile it too wide, but my problem is here I have things that are not too apart. Also need to, oh god, this thing. I've got so many of these. I've got both trident and fishing rods of durability 0 from this thing. It's quite reasonable to also just shulker load those. Ooh. Well, actually, let me think a little bit more about that, because there are feathers and chicken popping into here, which isn't ideal because it will mean the whole, like, because they this is the situation, right? The hopper will fill up with non-stackables, and then the chicken and feathers is going to end up never getting filled. So because the shulker loader requires the entire box to be filled to the brim, these two stacks here will mean that the whole system will back up. So for this to work, I need to also item filter out chicken and feathers. Oh my goodness, shut up. Okay. Okay, so what I'm hearing, seeing, saying, I guess, noticing here is I will need to redesign this. And ideally I need it two apart, but what I can do, I think, can I? What I'm thinking about is can I, ooh, what the heck? Can I do like alternating sides of this thing? And I'm not sure. Well, one thing is for certain, there's not a ton of these. So I can, you know what, let's just make blocks at least to begin with. Then we have one or two Nautilus shells. This is weird that for the entire operation of the farm, I said, shut up. Those are the amount of Nautilus shells that I've got. I haven't taken out any. So it is just massively slow. I don't have a way to turn this farm off, so it is just gonna be. You know what? We're gonna do this. Actually, I have this one 45. I'm gonna do that, which is not gonna come back and bite me at all. That would never be a thing that happens. I also have a few levels from this farm. So what would this mean? Let's... I don't know how bad this is going to be. Creeper sound. Bit sounds will not be too loud. Not sure I think that's going to change much, to be honest. Let's break these. Because...
Where's the trident sound?
Thank you. Nice. Now that's even amount of blocks. We can put together a trident sound. I have an empty shulker. Seems nice. Let's empty this into there. Empty you into there, thank you. Seems almost a little bit excessive to shulker load this. But doing so will let me keep this in operation forever. So let's say that I want to do that. What that would mean would be this should be turned the other way. Let me actually break this. So that's the filter itself. I don't immediately see why this wouldn't work. But that could just be that I haven't fully thought this through yet. So this would be here with that on it instead. Do this. So we have something to build off. So we have these here. It would look like this. with not an observer. Repeater here. This powers this. This is powered, but the hoppers that are next to it are not. On the other hand, this filter, like, this goes out here, but I can't build my loader here because this filter is in the way now. The filter looks like this. So what do I need to do to build the filter? Or the actual loader here? Oh my lord. I should probably not kill them anymore because now I've disconnected my filters. So that means what? Well, actually what it means is stuff will get stuck in these hoppers. Well, I mean, the next thing to think about is this doesn't have space here, right? Oh, it does have one space here. Okay. So that might be doable then. Why is this here? Surely this does not need to be here. So the materials filling thing is higher up. So if, let's say that we kept this chest as kind of a buffer, and then this would feed into the shulker, which is here then. Because it doesn't matter which way is which in this. Let's just wait. So this I can't do that again because there's a filter in the way here. So if I want this to be repeatable across, then I need to not do it right here. I need to do it behind here. Because here's, well, let's just make the rest of this filter. Okay. They're dying from cramming. And they're also killing me from tridents. What was I doing before he's rudely interrupted? I was trying to finish this filter is what I was doing. A comparator. I need a torch, which I can get on the other side there. So it looks like this. No, this is that comparator. There. And I need this torch. Bye-bye. Let's go down and pick up these things, I guess. Okay, so next question is how do I get the, well, I guess I need to tear this part. Why is this not, okay, whatever. This goes in there, right? Why is there, okay, whatever, fine. Don't think about it more. I guess the nice part is this separates the filters also. This should have been turned in the other direction, but it doesn't matter. It just needs to not be turned downwards or into one of the adjacent ones. Something has happened there. And this broke. And this is, God knows. Wait, no. I see what happened. Just be like that. And then it's here. Yeah, obviously. That makes sense. It did tear apart the redstone. That usually breaks things. Okay, so now this looks like this. Could you not? Okay, so this is all the way here. I could use this hopper. Let's say that we build it here then, just to... That doesn't quite work either. I could just chain hoppers out here also. Instead of having chests, I could just have a series of hoppers with full blocks above them. Although that is almost certainly going to be broken by this. Like, what is the status of this hopper with regards to this redstone? I think it's fine. And this might be a problem, actually. Quasi connectivity, like. What are the chances that I could actually make this one white tileable, though? They're surely almost zero. Sweeping, hello? Okay, sweeping is no longer a thing. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go down and look at my design again, I think. You can sleep away the night. Never mind. What are the chances that I could figure out a way to make this one wide tellable? Feels dubious. Like, I'd need the filling to come from the top, I guess. Or from the side, but how do I read the status of the thing then? Like, we could have the piston potentially below. Which is going to be all kinds of awkward. Piston could also be there. Could I read the status of the Shulker through the piston? Either way. If I do that, then I have to account for the entire signal strength 15 because I can't put anything next to it. Surely not. I know there are some designs that react to like this hopper instead. So when this gets more than like one signal strength of items, it pops. But no, I think I'm still pretty happy with that. We'll just have to adapt everything to be to have the space properly, which probably means we need to put things 3 apart, to be honest. Should I think about? I almost always want to feed this from an item filter. So what if I don't make it tileable, but I can just, if I can I figure out how to get this thing to feed in from the side? I guess one thing I could do is potentially have more hoppers. Something like this. We come from this side. That just seems like a lot. Oh, great. It has a hopper in it. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so it fills through here. What if we fill it through chests that go like this then? That seems quite reasonable to me. And then this hopper is next to this redstone, which I think is fine because it's not this. There's not a powered block next to it. It's just sort of line redstone. This now does seem like I could make it tileable though. I just need to... Okay, because I think I was thinking about it coming from this direction, but obviously it can come from this direction too. I think that is potentially good. Let's see. And that means if this... Ooh. If this is that chest, then it doesn't work. Because that chest has to be next to the mechanism of the filler, the loader, and it's now next to the mechanism of the filter. So I would need to put another chest like here. Oops. That hopper points into that chest instead, and this chest is what we built the filter out of. I think that makes sense. Hold on. This side. Hello, lightning. Good morning. Let's take this and point it that way. Say that this is our chest. There are many like it, but this one is ours. Let me actually open this image instead. Ooh, this is probably okay. But it's gonna be really close. Let me build it on the same side of the filter, just because then I can assure myself that there's not going to be any interference. Oh, this is going to be really annoying. Wait, it's this thing. Okay, no, we need to build it from the bottom. Because that is the top. And let me actually before I do that, get rid of some of these. This is old. Oh, good. Nice. Perfect. There. So it's filled up to here already. That's surely not a problem. I bonked my head. Oh, I appear to be littering. Well, well. Is that it? No, that is not it. I can't reach. Put it in a bad place, apparently. How many? We done? Okay, cool. There we go. Give me these. Won't spacing the filters 2 blocks apart be saving on hoppers and chests and have the benefit of having all filters on the same side? I don't see how those things are related to each other. The fact that I need to space things 2 blocks apart means I can either space things 2 blocks apart and make the whole thing wider. Oh. God damn it. Or I can... hello. Or I can make it alternate sides, because then the original thing is still equally long, right? Does that make sense? You know what? Let's just... Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out. So next to this is gonna be blocks. I am standing on the far side of the thing now. I think I'm too high up to effectively build this. Okay, so right, and it's also the wrong side. It's all kinds of mirrored. There. We have the sort of staircase that goes up there. This block here is the comparator, which means here we have the signal into the side of the comparator. It looks like that. Ooh. No, did I leave my... Did I mess up my redstone shulker, or did I leave it somewhere? It's not up there, is it? No. Then, how? The only thing I might have done is leave it down here then. Yep. Well, that's not very helpful. Stack a few things in here. Don't need those. Burning a lot of rockets today. I also have been AFKing with an auto clicker. To kind of hold up a shield or whatever. And one point when I was gonna go do something else, I scrolled over to my rockets and it was still holding down right mouse button, and it burned like a stack of them. That was not ideal. Oh, I forgot. I wanted these. Burn more rockets. Wait, that's the one I want. I already took these out. Okay, cool. So this is all garbage. This needs to be powered from there. Block there. Wait. Yes. Okay. Still too high up. That's really annoying. Let me in underneath here. Cool. So this comes out of there. That would be what the shulker's on top of. So right here, I want the crafter facing up. Wait, do we even have to? I do. I love watching people who know Redstone not build with schematic. Well, I mean, arguably this is simpler when I built it the first time. And it's harder now that I'm building it off of not a schematic per se, but off of a blueprint image. This needs a repeater pointed into it. Place off the side there. Wire all of this up. Did I have a wire on this? I did. And then the only thing remaining here, these are bogus. These I need another hopper pointed into here so that it can... All right, I need to also set this up. Is this fine? Off the side of that. That's not what I wanted. I wanted a different type of shell. Pick that up, please. This type of shell is what I wanted. So. Let's do that. Let's toss these in here. Let's do that. Let's toss those in there. That seems to be working well. Filling these up. So if I fill that up, it starts filling in the chests. Good. Okay, so we need to fill in more chests here. Which I don't think I have enough here, but we'll have to sort that later. We probably want to steal some of these chests again. And just put an actual like materials chest there. So that this can be filled, because this could be filled with like 4 rows of shulker shells and 2 rows of chests. And then this thing will never need, I mean, it's going to be limited by output size. The storage of the resulting shulkers. This is probably way overkill actually. I do not need a double chest here. Come on. Okay. And then the one thing is that this needs... Whoa. Okay, that was interesting. This needs 2 shulkers. One in the dispenser And it needs one sitting there accepting items. Okay. So what? One thing here is I need to go. Which side am I on? There. I need to go make like many stacks of chests. Which I just about don't have the inventory space for. Now I do, I think. Oh, I did before as well. Okay, it's fine. That's a stack. Do need to craft with them. Let's put them away there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many I want to make, but the capacity of the system is 9 stacks of chests, right? Well, 10, I guess. And then 20 stacks of shulker shells. But that seems excessive. Like, I can always come back and fill that in, you know? Oh. I grabbed one too many. On the other hand, why not make a whole bunch here now so I have it sorted? Because I will want many of these systems. And like I have infinite wood. So why not let it start replenishing? I think I grabbed too many stacks again. Did. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, we're quite good actually. Where have all my shells gone? Oh, we can go get a shulker full, I guess. But that's good enough for starting. 20 stacks of rotten flesh seems excessive, but I think you're already halfway there. What do you mean? Stacks of... It's not stacks of rotten flesh. It's stacks. It's so that gives you 10 stacks worth of crafts of shulkers. Right? So what is that even? It's not, yeah, well, it's not stacks of shulker boxes, right? Because shulker boxes don't stack. So it's 640 shulker boxes. Which, if you want to put them in actual chests, is 24 chests, give or take. I think what I should do here is something like this. So that I can get up there and have a way to tear... Oh, that's annoying. That's okay, I suppose. We'll sort it, solve it, whatever. I want to be able to tear all this down and then have a way to tear the resulting thing down. Okay. Get up here. Right. It's you. But I want at least... Why are you not more full than that? Is this working? Well done. Sure. It is working. Okay, so let's toss a stack of chests and 2 stacks of shells in here. I think I'm unbalanced on the side of having too many shells and too few chests at the moment. But I guess we'll need to let this settle and then balance it out. So I have enough storage in this system. If I fill it out, so that I need 12 double chests just to store the shulkers of results. Oh, okay. Okay, very unbalanced. Now those are equal. You know what? We can fill those out and then we fill in so that we have stacks of chests. I keep seeing Nautilus shell and going like, oh yeah, that's a shell. That's what I want. It's not. Okay. Now it should be balanced. So now I only have one stack of things in there, which like, well, I mean, there's a stack of crafts in here. Oh, hold on, actually. There's an extra. This is a full craft. But then this is one of each. Which means I'm missing. So if I do this. Now it's equal, which is weird. Okay. Yeah, so now there's a full stack of crafts in the crafter. There's another full stack of crafts kind of waiting to pop in. Which is interesting. I now also need 2 empty shulker boxes. Did not want to try to put that in now. I need 1 to be in here. No. Where'd the empty one? Okay. Messed them up somehow. I need the other one to go there. Now that's going to immediately start getting filled with rotten flesh. Oh my goodness. What a mess. Let's put some stuff in here. So let's head start a little bit on this just so we don't have to wait for so long to figure out if this works or not. There's enough rotten flesh in here to fill the thing up, so. Constant noise in the background. Alright, so there is fine. 3 stacks left for this to fill. I have not put the output hopper then. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. So where do I want the output to go? Is another question. I suppose I want it to kind of it's gonna come out of here. So we can put it here. So if I do this and then put another chest here. Line there. This chest can't be opened because of this block. That's okay. Could make it a stair or slab probably and have it still function, but it's okay. But this can, and it's now like underneath here, so I can make a platform down here for accessing these. And that seems okay. You can just come here and access this. Okay. With that said and done, let's place this there. I'm sorry, what? I haven't put the hopper. That fills the thing. Okay, there we go. That's better. So do this. So these 3 stacks should be what it takes before harvesting the first shulker. Suspense. Do you believe, chat? I've only made like 4 mistakes in the little, minute leading up to this, so surely it will all work perfectly on the first attempt, right? $90 billion items fill render distance 2 with barrels full of boxes. Wow. All right, it's happening. That sounded bad. It clicked. I also haven't put in the piston. What are you doing, Lime? This is going to be problematic. So let's take a few of these out again. Put them back in here. Get to somewhere where I can place this. There. Place this back. Okay, well. That probably means, can I, yeah, here, no, here, yes, that we have too many shulker boxes in there. That's okay. We'll just take another shulker box with me for my personal use. Okay, should be quite soon. Noises. Pistonless shulker loader. Well. Yeah, TNT, I was just gonna think. Oh. That looked good. Check number 1. This has 1 shulker box in it. Check number 2. This is full. Check number 3. There's a shulker box full of rotten flesh in here. I think we can call that a success. Now all I need to do is figure out how to get all of this rotten flesh into the system. Because it's in the wrong place, but we can think about that later. So this seems to work. I will need to do the same on the opposite side. Or we could space this out by a whole lot and put it all on one side. But I think I'd rather have it on 2 sides. And then the output chests will end up on opposite sides of a corridor or 2. Break chests, let it despawn. We all know you're a monster. You don't have to prove it. Okay, well, one thing I certainly want to do is get rid of this. Many drowned died to give us these rotten flesh. That's ridiculous. You're the one building with cobblestone? Do you see any cobblestone around here? Vile accusations. Cobblestone was temp block anyway. There's one stuck up there. Now, can't be having that, can we? Let me up. Thank you. Nope. Absolutely gonna get some scaffolding stuff stuck if I don't do this very carefully and slowly. Okay. There's a bunch of extra. We'll deal with that when we figure out all of this later. I once broke multiple double chests of shulker box of emerald blocks and let them despawn. Are you saying on purpose? That makes a difference. I know I've told this story on stream at some point before, but most of you might not have heard it. On Legacy SMP, Logic made a machine, an automated farm for wither stars. And as a result, he had an entire shulker full of beacon blocks. Probably the most valuable thing on the entire server. And somebody, I don't know if I've mentioned the name before, so I'm not going to mention the name today either, but somebody broke that shulker. It fell off of a ledge. He didn't pick it up and it despawned. And it was right at the end of a season, so it's like it never actually mattered. I just thought it was really funny. Okay, well, so that's that part. Now we just need to do that 6 times over here. Can I sleep up here? Oh yeah, very, very cozy. Are these going to be in the way? No, it should be fine, right? I also really need to make myself a way to get up here, like the permanent way, but we'll think about that later. Okay, so the bottom chests end up at this height. So let's do something like this to have a platform to build off of that we can remove. And so now this should be a lot simpler to build, isn't it? He says as he fails to place a chest twice in a row. Because now I can build off of the template for this thing, right? And we can also see how much of a problem this is going to be. Well, this is going to be a problem, obviously. Or is it? It's the same signal. It doesn't really matter, right? The fact that this has got an input signal from both sides really shouldn't... It's not a hindrance. Okay, that's quite annoying. This is why I don't like soul speed sometimes, because it's just... This is also going to be really annoying. Okay. So do that. Guess we might as well, might as well do that too. Get rid of them out of my inventory. Give me a dispenser. Maybe I place this first, actually. There. This needs an empty shulker in it. Need to place something off the back of this. There. Actually place piston this time. Let's just grab those and these, I suppose. That's gonna be impossible. We're gonna do that like so. And that should be it, except inputs, which are you into the crafter, and then, well, one thing into the empty space. That's a little tough, I guess. We take this for now, and we plonk it there, so that we can plonk this into it. I no longer have any chests. Give me that, thank you. Do that. Hopper there. And then we fill in this chest again. I made so many chests. Where do I have them? Cool. That's the other way. I guess it doesn't matter. Spencer's in the wrong orientation. That's right. It's the easiest way to fix that's going to be to break myself down here. Did I go in here? Yeah, I did. And then I broke. This is the one that's really. Did you go in here? Yeah, you did. Yeah, there. Jump back over here. Let's see. This is the kind of fuel chest, if you will. Hopper in there. Chest. This hopper is already pointed into there. This is the correct filter, except this chest is missing. And that is backed up because the filter being gone. So that is now filling up again. Cool. This, no. One of the really annoying part is accessing this. There we go. Fill that up. Fill that up. This needs a stack of each and then some filler blocks. Ooh. And then we are actually low on shulker shells. So I think at this point we have to go get more. But yeah, I can't let this go to waste. Look at the stack of. I've destroyed the platform that I'm supposed to stand on here, which isn't helping. Do I have a... No, I mean that... I might have a problem here, actually. We'll sort that out later. Why are you... Sweeping doesn't want to sweep. Okay, there we go. Problem being, I've now built this here, which means this is the block space where I had my platform before. So I'm just gonna have to put something here. Might even be able to just put carpets or double carpets or something here. Well, that's good. The chances that I'm gonna get like multiple shulker boxes of copper blocks or copper ingots. I mean, it's copper ingots, I suppose. So, we might get shulkers full of copper ingots. Okay, that's 2. We need to build the one on the other side. The ones on the other side, I guess. Oh, yeah. No, we need to build... Right, because they're pointed the other way. So we need to build... No. Yeah, 3 on this end, with 1 being here. A filter that doesn't exist. To filter out the chicken and the feathers. And then we need to build a 4th one that probably is just the last one pointed here with all the non-stackables. But first, let me actually fly over to the shulker farm and just pick up more shells. Platform we can think about later. It doesn't necessarily need to be on the same angle. Yeah, that's right. Oh boy. That looks very silly. Let me get in here. I'm just going to take whatever can fit in this shulker for now. Don't care about taking too many. That's okay. Do that. Bye-bye. Okay, now it's probably safe. I don't want to burn a rocket immediately and go really high up and have all the shulkers see me immediately. Okay, let's go sleep on top of our nice little camping site up here. Never mind. It's not night yet. It's a beautiful sunset. We can sleep up there even. We probably can't actually. There's going to be millions of drowned in that little thing. I think there might be a risk that there will be monsters close. Where are we at? 10 minutes. Okay. I want a bubble column up here later. All needs to be lit though, so that we don't have drowned spawning in there. I think I was missing 1 shulker here too, right? There is no shulker in the dispenser at the moment. Is there an angle? Yeah, there. So we need to plonk you in there. Nice. Should be done. It's a little annoying that there's no angle where you can open this, but if I replace this with like a slab? My rates are not good in this farm. So there are different problems there already. We don't need to talk about that. Okay, I think what I want to do, one thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these. Where are these blocks out? I don't know what that's there. get rid of these actually fully. So if I want to, oh, of course. If I want to build this filter, it should look the same as this, but on the opposite side and one block further back. Right? Wrong. One block further forward, because the first filter for this thing. Why is this here? This annoys me. Go away. The price for my annoyance is now having one piece of deep slate bricks. Okay, so I was wrong. Instead of being one behind, it needs to be one forward. Which means it needs to be here, because that one is there. So this should be here. I think. And then the mechanism is one block behind it. That still does make sense, yes. So we'll need to be building here a bunch. Let's just do this, I guess. Okay. So it looks like this for the output. That's there. This would have the soul sand on top of it. And I'm just trying to invert this in my head. Hold on. Is this a problem? Have I not thought about the filters on the opposite side? Surely I've... Well, let's just try building the thing and we'll see. This should be there. No, that makes no sense. Actually. No, because this is the... This is the comparator out. And that goes in there. Do you have an empty shulker? No. Do you have a way to make an empty shulker? Not easily. Yay. I'm gonna need 2 of them, so I'm gonna make 2 of them. Let's see. This is where the actual thing goes. Why do I keep not taking all of my materials out? I go like, oh, I'm only building 1. I don't need the full stack of crafters or the full stack of dispensers. Put away your stupid water buckets or shears or something instead, Lime. You don't need a... Well, maybe I need a bow and arrow, but I don't need this. Okay. So... Crafter. Set that up. Like that. Dispenser. That. Shulker. Shulker in there. Yeah, filled from this side. So hopper going into there, hopper going into there. The chest there. Yeah. Double chest here. Did I turn this around already? How do these look? They're stretched out. Meaning this should be there. There. No, there's a missing... That makes no sense. Did I not start under? I did not start central. Okay, cool. It's actually quite amazing that this is fitted this far then. We're down here now. Okay, I think I've built this one 2 blocks offset even. Let's take an additional look at this. Yeah, because I was starting off of this as a central point, but that's not the central point. Central point's here. That's where the central line is. So all of this needs to move 2 blocks. And I don't exactly know what is going to conflict if I don't do that, but I don't want to find out either. That went in there. Fun. Give me those. Thank you. Okay. Hold on. Why does that filter look broken? Did I break that now? See, this is the problem with this. Yep. That's what I was conflicting with. So, good thing that I did this then. Break you. Break you. Okay. So now this is the center point. Really what I want to be doing is putting the chest there. Well done, Lime. Okay. Let's try that again. Hello, Mikolai. Oops. I think it was there. Right? I think so. There. This is now where the mechanism goes on top of. Like that. This is the comparator. Output. Which means this is our... How do I not have redstone? Did I run out, or did I drop it, or did I put it away? Oh, redstone ore in there. Okay, did I just run out? Or did it go in some chest somewhere? That's just... No, okay. I do not know Polish, no. Alright, I'm gonna have to go down, fetch some stuff. Hey, look, these are almost entirely oxidized. Except that one that hasn't oxidized at all. What? Redstone... Oh. I was just looking at my inventory. Whatever. We're gonna need more torches. See, it's great that I went down anyway. Folks, we're coming up on our first break here. There's gonna be ads on Twitch. I can't avoid it. Regardless of how much I wish I could. So we're gonna take a break instead. If you don't want ads, you can sub to the channel. You get app reviewing. That's how I would like for things to go. Or you can use Twitch Turbo. I guess you add previewing in a bunch of places. And then instead you get to see a bunch of fun clips from the channel history. Instead of the horrible commercial stuff, whatever that happens to be. Anyway, don't feel like you have to sit and watch it for my sake. Feel free to step away, grab some snacks, fill up your drinks, and we'll be back in 3-4 minutes. So you're still on 50. That's no good. Dude. Okay, now you're up again. Unbreaking 2 bow. That's kind of garbage. You're down to 30. Okay. And unbreaking 1. No good bow trade. No! Why? Oh, God. That's so bad. Oh. I didn't have that many spaces with, like, they were one apiece. I guess the good part about that is now I certainly have traded something else, so that will have unlocked like better prices. So if we stick to the left now, we should be going into new uncharted territory. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, none of this is safe. You have a very different definition of safe to me. Do I want to go down here? What is bro doing? Okay. Both? There you go. They're going into a nice cave. Oh, how lovely. Am I actually out? Yeah. I really need to go get more sugarcane. What? What? Oh! Oh, it was a bullet from when we were transporting the shulker yesterday. It's been unloaded. Oh, that's amazing. It's a random levitation in the overworld just out of nowhere. You want to move over to your new profession block, aren't you? Yeah, look at that. It's gonna be glorious over here, isn't it? Just don't walk through the fire. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. No, don't do it again. Oh, you just managed to avoid it. Very good. Very good. I mean, oops. It's just like standing having a chat with this guy as he's going like, why are you on fire?
Ha ha ha, death yay.
This guy is like, I'm your replacement. Go away already. Oh man, he went super speed. And you're gonna go like, oh, there's a free workstation. Unlock apples. Did you not see what happened to the last guy who refused to sell me apples? Do a cliffhanger. Find out another ad break. All right. What do I need to get to not have to pop down here again? Ooh. Try to run a bit low there. Let's go back up. Okay. So, let's do this whole thing over again. Awkwardly place the crafter off the side of that. Configure that. Chest. Shells. Dispenser. Right. And this is on the back side, which is towards the center here. Doesn't really matter that much, I guess, but that should be fine. Empty shulker in there. Empty shulker placed. There, I want to say. Right? Oh, I can't place this yet. Can I do this from here? I think this might be the wrong angle. Oh god, no, I can definitely not do that from there. So... empty shulker goes in there. Now I have no... well, maybe like this? Hey, that seems reasonable. Okay, let's try this again. Hopper into the side of this. The refiller items. Chests, shells. That's not going to be enough. More chests, more shells. I believe you already got your answer there. Let's just fill these in a little bit more expediently. That's the steady state. More chests. Alright. So now there is one full craft in here. And one craft except a stack of shulker shells there. So, chests go there, and then one there. Wait, this one is actually the copper one. The one I did over there was the... no, this is the Nautilus shell one. It is never gonna need this many. It is just never gonna need this. It's whatever, fine. We just never need to come back here and look at this ever again. It's fine. It's fine. Hopper goes into this. I think I've got all of these chests turned this way, but I'm not sure. It's fine. We'll put them this way. Hopper into the back end of that. The back end of that. Why? Come on. Come on. Are you telling me I was... Guess what, chat? I'm not stupid, right? I mean, don't answer that question. That thing of the edge of the filter is right touching on the corners with the hopper. Yeah, no, somehow we managed to be one block off in the opposite direction now. So let's tear it all down again. Let's do it one more time. Oh god, I'm gonna have so many shells and stuff from this now. Because now it's fully loaded up. This is going fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. It's good. It's I'm just doing it for. Oops, there. It looked like there was redstone in the chest. Like, doesn't seem right. Okay, let's just start by putting the stupid chest in the right place, so that we now know that it's going to be correct. Okay. Well, at least I'm getting good practice building these filters. All right. That goes there. Crafter. Chests. Shells. Spencer. Block there. Comparator. Log next to that. Lever goes there. Redstone dust on top. Lights up. That's good. Empty shulker into you. That goes into that. That there. Repeater. Really do need that. Go here. To there. To there. Up, down. Place the piston here. Now I really don't have a good way up. Redstone. Now we can pick up this chest. It's actually going to be really annoying to place if I do it from this side. We'll do it from below. This should be all good. I need the empty shulker here. I guess that is just a difference in how I've placed it. It's rotated differently, but it's still pointed upwards. Which means it shouldn't be a problem, right? Those things are the back. Hopper goes in there, hopper goes in there. This needs a bunch of stuff, plus chests. And a bunch of shells. So, there, fill that up. That's not full with shells, and that's one full craft. It's not quite one full craft here. Now there is chests, and then I need another stack of these here to complete that craft. There we go. We sleep on the redstone tonight. Looking good. Right. This should now be a question of just connecting the thing. But I mean, it's the third time I think that, so, you know. Yes. There. There. So take these out and toss them in the sorter. They should now be passing through here into there. Nice. And that will basically... Ooh, actually... And then when I use this farm for another 3 months, it'll load a single Shulker box of Nautilus shells. And then I have stacks of crafts of shulker boxes in here for no reason. But that's why we have a shulker farm, to be able to splurge on that kind of stuff. So, next thing, get rid of these. What is? Oh, that's the filter. No, I mean the loader. Grab this. Ah. How many years is the season? We'll find out. Okay, so this is actually full of stuff. That's awkward. So let's see. I mean, this platform is just dead. No way I can continue using this platform. Let's clean this up a little bit. It's Mindcrack, not Mindcrack. Like, it's a break in your brain. They copy paste the thing from the stream title. All right, so now we need to be making new filters. My mind was cracked. There you go. That's why the logo is a brain with a crack in it. See? Things make sense. I do need access to this level where the platform was before, though, so... This block is pointless. I don't know why I have it there, so I'm going to remove it from those. Set up this. Okay, well, let's just set up a filter here. This. Yeah, it does make sense. Didn't feel like it made sense, but they're just very close to each other. I just put it like as close as I could, but not close there, which is good. That goes there. We're gonna have a chest there, so this goes there. And then we need to continue this going up here, I suppose. It's a thing that needs to like now end up like there, I think. Those. So we might as well set that up. This one I had a webcam a good long while, but it was also gone for a good long while in between. But like the answer is 9 years or something. This somehow randomly got a raw chicken as the first item, which is so improbable. What? I mean, okay, this is going to be the chicken sorter. So that side is done. Now we need to set up this entire thing. What am I picking up? I don't even know. There. Now things should be simpler, because now it really is just about replicating the same thing in the same place. And there's no risk that I do it wrong because it really just needs to go exactly in the same place. So I shouldn't be able to build it one block off. I mean, I can place a single block off, but I can't put the whole thing wrong. Oh, no, it's fine. Have stuff. That's good enough. This goes here. Spencer. That there. There. Okay, we're gonna have to do that then. Oh, that was silly. Should have stayed on top. And we are missing a block there with dust on top of it. Not you. You. There. Okay, we're gonna need probably more chests than I have, actually. Fill this. All these. I don't have a full stack of chests left. Well, we have one more there. Great. Well, if I'm gonna have to go refill this anyway, I might as well just set it up, but then not try to fill it fully. So that goes in there. I also do need, and I picked this up, so just place it here. I need 2 empty shulkers. Did I fill this? That's the piston lime. Yes, I did. Okay. Empty shulker goes there. Empty shulker goes in there. Chest on there. Hopper. Some garbage items. Else. Chest. Although this is supposed to be full. And then another full stack is supposed to be in here. And then hoppers in there. Well, and I sort of need to place chests. So, no. Oh, this could be annoying. Oh, that's going to be really annoying, actually. Give me my... Could have seen that one coming. Ah! Okay. Well, alright, fine. So this is now empty, right? Yes, it's empty. We'll place it back. Put the stuff back. Place chest in the right orientation. Time. Hopper and then chest finally. This is... Yeah, because this is raw chicken, it's gonna take a good while for even the item filter to fill up. So let's grab this back. I've got so much garbage in here now. Oops. We need some shells. That was clever. Just wanted to go pick these items up, you know. Why am I holding an empty shulker? Does that mean... Does that mean that I've placed a shulker that I should have been placing somewhere? Wow. Hey, fine. I'm gonna have phantom timer now. Probably also tear down the one that I built just for, you know, for building it down here. Don't need a I don't need an item filter in the middle, or the shulker loader in the middle of nowhere. Not connected to anything. It's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Just, I suppose, just the way things go. All right, let's make chests. These I definitely want shulker loaded because these are going to be, these are actually overflowing these farms, and it is like you use up this material really quickly like this, right? Taking one more. I don't have enough space. Okay, well that's probably good enough for a while. Now I don't have the shells. Can I get down here? Yeah, here. Okay, so hold on. This is... I feel like there's a non-trivial chance that I've placed a shulker that wasn't meant to be placed. Like either here or in here. But that one is empty. That one is also empty. I guess that's fine then. Alright, so. It's the other shulker I want to access, or the other hopper I want to access. That is full, but this is not. So that needs to be full. And then we need a full stack of chests in here. Yes. Can I talk politics in here? Probably not. Try to stay clear of most of the political subjects because it just tends to not end up. Are you a bot or are you just failing at listening comprehension? Oh, that was no good. Okay. So you just heard don't and then you did it anyway. All right, well, I mean, that's a play. I feel like it's reasonable. No, that's impossible actually, so never mind. I was going to say it's reasonable to put the chicken and the feathers chest next to each other, but I just can't because I'm the last item that is getting actually filtered is going to be the feathers, and just because of that, it just ends up on the opposite end. So that's fine, I suppose. Do you like burgers more or pizza more? Now we're asking the hard questions. Ooh. I'm, you know, you put a pizza or a burger in front of me, I'll eat it. I don't know, if I had to pick, probably go for burgers more often than pizza. But for both, it kind of is just, you know, within the classes of burgers and pizza, the quality matters a lot more than whether it's a burger or pizza, if that makes sense. Right now, chicken? Well, Alright, I guess we build this out just to be able to do the same thing here. I need to build an item filter on the other side. This is going to be a problem. These boxes. I guess I'll build it up from here. At least I know that this one ends up in the right place, right? Is that true? Yeah, the item filter ends up there, and so the output comes out here, and so the loader ends up there. Why not pizza burgers? There is a place that made a name for itself in Sweden by doing that. There's a Swedish word that is skrovmål, which is basically like a really big meal. And you know, the calzone pizza, they combined that, and so they made a called skrove, which is a double pizza with a full burger meal inside of it, including fries and everything. So that's an interesting thing. I have not tried that. God damn it. This is a time for me to leave the chat. Oh. I'm so sorry, man. Cultural sensitivities here. Let's do that, actually. Fill it just to free up us slot there. Oh, this is going to be tricky to put the piston here because I don't have anything to stand on, I think. Okay. All right. Sure. I would try that, I think. No, you're not sorry. All I'm saying is, like, look at this weird thing that people are doing. Oh, where do I need to go here? Can we? No, not far enough. Like, I'm like, oh, that's, you know, actually, it probably wouldn't be, like, bad taste-wise. But, like, my IBS would have my number for weeks. Do I not have... I guess I have no empty shulkers left.
How is Brian's Swedish? Skrovmål, skrovmål, skrovmål.
I mean, that, to be honest, was not worse than the regular, you know, tourist or whatever was trying, so... That's just so stupid. They're cramming each other constantly also and dying, so I guess that these hoppers are probably quite full at this point. I guess the filters are now active again, so it's not too terrible. Get that in place there. We need, ooh, I don't actually have... Don't tell me I can't complete this because I don't have sticks. And I don't have anything with me that... I think that might be the case, actually. I'm out of levers. Can I convert one of these things to a stick? All right. Too high up. All right. Now we have some levers. I think I'd prefer a regular pizza. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think I would prefer that too. I would probably, you know, if I was at the place where they did that and I was, you know, there in circumstances where it would be fine for me to not do anything for a good while, I could probably try it. Just for the, you know, experience, not because I believe that it would be very good. But just for the, like, to know. Okay. I think I filled that up completely. I did not fill that up completely. No, I filled it up halfway. Really? Well, I mean, I guess at least it's nighttime, so we can sleep this away. Really? Excuse me. I mean, we're not close to them. Come on. We asleep on the scaffolding. Oh, no. I'll stick with the deep fried Mars bars, I think. I haven't tried those either. Okay. Got rid of a rain, which was kind of most of the point of that. I was trying to get my shulker shells out. Because we need to fill up this. So that is now... Wait. This is the one with the chests. That looks so stupid. Okay. Fill that. Block 3. Fill that. Right. There we go. Now it's full. And here we then place another full stack. That's done. Place that. We are good to take all of these down. And then we just connect this back up. I haven't made the item filter for this yet though, right? No. Oh no, come on. I break the hopper first, and I'm not gonna have this chest go into the shulker loader. Okay. Now, this is the problem. These are going to be in the way. It's not going to be an issue to do that first. It just means... Now, this chest is in the way. Guess we can just drain that chest by doing that. Maybe we can get away with that. No, because this one... We get rid of this one with that. But I need another layer. Hey, look, you can toss... Wait. Toss a couple of chicken in there. Okay. Well, I need this half, and half of the chest is free. Which side is which here? I want to say the left is top. Resisting peer pressure to buy an air fryer. I love my air fryer, actually. I need okay, this is actually just really annoying. Okay, thank you, game. Won't even pretend to know why that happened. Okay, no. Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, let's destroy that instead of the thing that I was aiming at. Yes. Very good. Yeah. Perfect. Well done, Lime. All right. Well, let's build our scaffolding again then. You know what? Actually, we're just going to go pick all this up because I don't want to lose all the scaffolding. Okay. Okay, well, let's just I'm one block lower than I was before, but that's okay. I can build up again with these. So I was where? I need to be on top, very top of that. So now I should be able to remove this chest. That is true. And this hopper. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. We need this there. I also need... what's the easiest way to get there? Repeater. Do that. Walk here. Walk. This. That goes in there. Now I... Haha. Wanted that pointed into there. And this needs a feather. Hey, look. There's another feather. Oh. Did we just randomly get a feather into that just like we randomly got a chicken into the other one? I mean, I guess it would make sense because they would drop from the same mob, but like... This makes no sense. No. Oh, because they won't drop the I was like, why isn't this full of tridents and stuff? Because they won't drop that when they cram. They will only drop that on player kill. That's why. Morning, Dragon. How's it going? I'm doing better. I've been sick all week, but I'm doing better now. Okay, so the next step here is just to make one more shulker loader to replace these. I also don't believe that I agree with everything being better fried. But I will say that I haven't had that proven. Also, I just thank you, Clover. Thank you for the 56 months. I appreciate that. We just joked about Brian from your message, but thank you also for just the support. But this doesn't need an item filter because it's just kind of load everything else. Halfway to being a fully filled up item filter now. Chances that ever actually fully loads a shulker box are extremely slim. So what do I do here? I probably just mirror the same thing. I do this another loader, which will be, I suppose, on that side. Yeah, these things are just going to be massively in the way, aren't they? Not too bad, just quite bad. Because it'll end up here. Well, it's impossible to place those right. And then they go in there. Hey, I did it. Did the thing. Same with those. Very cute. Just gonna do that because I don't have, yeah. I have enough stuff. Well, I have the shulkers on me, so I can sort this in a little bit. Also, I'm actually gonna run out of blocks here. Ooh, this is going to be annoying. How do I place this piston then? Okay, whatever. I want to pick this up anyway. Do I have more? No. No. I just actually do not have any more stone bricks. Let's go fetch. There. Ooh. Nope. So close. Okay, I think at this point we kind of just have to. There's so many of them gather up here. Does sweeping not work if you're not on the ground or something? Okay, anyway. And this one is kind of more important because this is going to be actually filling shulker boxes very quickly. So this one actually kind of has to have a good amount of well, I was going to say a good amount of storage, but they all have a good amount of storage. I don't think it needs more. But that is... I mean, if it does, then I just have to move stuff, I suppose. There. Somebody wants to sleep. Let me help with that. Okay. Dust. Lever. And the back rat. Okay, so I'm missing an empty shulker in there and an empty shulker placed. So we need 2 empty shulkers. You go in there. You go there. We are missing not crafted stuff, but just a bunch more shells and stuff. Let's pull this up. Need more chests. That's not enough, but it is enough, actually. All right, hopper into there. 3 random items. Full stack of those, full stack of those. Chest on top of there. Another full stack of those. So what is this? This is giving me 128 shulker boxes worth of potential storage here, which is about 5 chests. So I have 2 double chests worth of storage plus 2 hoppers. It's about there. Like, I don't think it's... It might not be fully. They might not have entirely enough space for all of it, but it is very close. Yeah, there's Brion too. Right? I might have messed my mouse sensitivity up. Let me grab this without it going somewhere weird. And then let's place this stuff. So that goes in there. these go here the same way. And I think the only difference here is going to be that instead of the filter, we just have a bunch of hoppers that go straight down here. So we have a hopper going into there. Yes, that turned out right. And then I was kind of expecting there to be more stuff just waiting there. That's weird. It's the same prediction over and over again, too. It's not getting any more likely because you repeat it. Okay, so this one I actually kind of expect to roll over quite quickly. But another thing... Inventory is such a mess now. Let's put you here and just kind of fill you up with all of my garbage here. Which isn't actually garbage at all, but, you know. Get rid of some stuff for a little bit. Give me that. Okay, let's grab like all of this. Okay, that's as much of all of it as I can. We go back to the start of the thing and just place all of them into here as if they'd dropped. Are they going through here? They are. Cool. That was not quite a full chest, I think. Like regular chest size worth of things. So let's do this. I haven't placed the... Oh yeah, I have placed the output. Started with that. Let's go place these. There. Okay, there was a click. I saw particles of shulker box. I hope it went into the hopper. It did. Key mods. All right. This I don't know that there's any easier way than just to manually move all of these over. On the other hand, you could just manually fill shulker boxes then. Maybe. What if... That's not what I meant to do. Take some of Lightning's favorite blocks. How far away can I reach like these? It's actually enough to reach this. I can reach that from here. Perfect. The last one here is going to be annoying, but let's kind of build this up. A little bit of a platform. Should be good enough. Maybe one more out here. Okay. I am just going to do this now. There we go. And then we do this. Oh my goodness. There was a bow in there? There's also chicken. I don't want. I just said I didn't want... God damn it. It went in, didn't it? Okay, so that's going to block that system up. Unless I can catch it somehow. No. Yeah, so that's the downfall of this type of thing. And now my inventory is of course full with these. Okay, let's do that. Let's break this. It should go in here. It is saying 22 more, but I think it's because there's stupid chicken in there. This, we place it back, and it immediately fills up. Cool. Should be unblocked. And there was a bow in there, which is weird, but I know that there were some spawn spaces that weren't water from when I at the very start of this farm. So it's probably from, yeah, the bones as well. So I'm gonna guess that it's that, and like as long as it's an unstackable, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna break the system. Okay. That seems to have been all of them. So much noise. I need to build up my killing platform thing again. I don't understand how this works. Okay. What I wanted to do... No. I messed it up. I messed it up again. Okay, whatever. Stupid bones. Can I catch them in here? No. We're coming up on ads again. How did that happen so quickly? Is this where I want to be? Yes, it is. That comes down here. Oh, there's so much stuff in there already. Somehow that didn't have the bones in it. Is it? I am very confused about that. Folks, we're going to keep going through this one. If you don't want the ads, you can get the sub to the channel, or you can get Twitch Turbo. What is going on? They were my ride home. I got to. Oh no. Oh, there. Got you. Okay. So now we can place this back. Put those in there. Good. Now they're gone. These need to go up there. Ah! What are you doing, game? Thank you. That's better. So much noise. Feathers, chicken. How are these looking? The chicken filter is almost full. I should also... Because those are not good right now. Ooh. So let's actually cover these up with full blocks so that they don't eat a bunch of performance, and decorate them with a torch so they don't get mob spawns. Good. last little bits down here. Toss these in the loader as well. Okay, well, it took a while longer than I thought it would, but I'm happy with the results. That's something. And then we should be in a state now again where there isn't a risk anymore that I... Ooh, it's annoying with my bow there. I'm gonna do this. Well, there's no risk that I accidentally overflow my filters or whatever because I've used the farm too much, essentially. All right, so that's cool. Let's get rid of these. So this is the level. This is also all garbage. Okay. I want to do something about this. I want this to go into the loader. Probably the best thing to do is to get it into this stream. And the easiest way to do that is probably to make a bubble column go up here and then break all of this so that it ends up in it. What does that require for me to do that without messing up all my redstone? It needs to go in here, basically. So we can put bubble column like here, ending up there. So it would be sort of like this. I think they're playing a mini game. Is what is going on, because there was a scoreboard on display a little while ago also. Right, and this then it needs to be a hopper into there, and then we have a water stream coming up like this, so we cover this so we don't get water flowing out here. Now I get the address? Yes. Suppose so. It is a thing that Twitch is doing. Like, I can't really do anything about it. I'm going to need a lot more building blocks for this, I think. What is this chest? This chest is also rotten flesh. Let's go sort that. So that I can... Actually, I probably want to build this out of like sand or something so I can tear it down really quickly. Don't have a lot of sand. I have a lot of gravel, but I don't... Want to use gravel? Sure. Suppose. It's fine. I want... Wait. Okay, good. And I already carry a bunch of soul sand, so I can make the bubble column that way. Ooh, that is so close. Stupid. Whee! Probably make a slab floor here, and I can still squeeze in under here, like crawl mode. Yeah, that should be fine. We just drop water there. Okay, so let's go here. Right? Yes. So those are the 4 things we want to get. And we also need to get all the items into that. Come on. Well, that was extraordinarily silly. So probably... build a platform here. Well, definitely goes up like this. Doesn't do that. And I think... ooh, I don't have anything to block that with. Do I? Pressure plate can't be waterlogged. I think I'm gonna have to go down again. I didn't think about that I needed something for that. That's unfortunate. Burn more rockets. Ow. Could be in one of these. It's not in one of those. Okay. Fine. This will be great. Okay. So we'll place this like this and like this. That's fine, I suppose. Do this. That's not gonna be... well, oh yeah, there's a wall here. So if we build this up a bunch, I guess it will be fine. What I want to achieve here is that when I break all these chests, the stuff goes down and not out over the edge. Okay. So we need to build this up all the way, sadly. Just kind of hoping we wouldn't have to do that, but that's fine. And probably that too. Okay. Get rid of this. Temporarily, at least. Okay, probably put this up at least another level. I'm a little worried that stuff is going to fall over this edge, actually. So I should probably do something about that rather than just worrying. So beautiful. Very proud of this build. Continuously dying. That should be fine. Did anyone sleep? I don't recall seeing like a 1 out of 2 players. Okay, I'm gonna need more water also, I just realized. So we'll put a water source there. No, the problem is that pushes stuff down here. So, there's my water. So if I do that, or we can have some light. Then now things go here, which isn't ideal. What if I put it the other one there? This place becomes a problem, but I guess I could just stand here and toss items out there. Now it kind of goes here. I don't expect this to be fully automatic. It's a lot of build for something that is temporary. But it would be worse if I tried to move it all by hand. Okay, so that goes there. Okay, well there it is. I'm no longer in a state where I'm access to sleeping, but I suppose. This could be quite spectacular. We break all of this. It's gonna overwhelm the system like crazy. Because it only operates at hopper speed. Do I have more water that I can access? Or do I actually have to go all the way down? I do have one more water. Do I need more? No. So I need to be on top of that. I think we go here. No, I need to be up here, actually, yeah. If I do that, yeah, it does flow out over there. So the stuff going to pop up here and just go all over the place. That's what is actually going to happen. So I think we need to put that there. Actually going to cover that hopper, because the first thing is going to happen now is we're going to put up a bunch of kelp. That's the name here, which means when I break these, there's going to be a bunch of kelp sitting up here, and I don't want that going into the sorting system. Oh, it wouldn't go into the sorting system, but it would break the ooh. Am I just going to end up stuck in here now? Okay, well, I have all of those. I can now break. Well, now this is going to go in the system instead. Didn't think that one through, did you, Lime? So that is now... There's now one gravel sitting in here, in a place that I can't even access anymore. That's not entirely ideal. Yeah, so that of course goes down there. Which ends up here. Take my one gravel out. Love that. Chests and hoppers. Good point. Good point. Let me just completely ignore that problem for a bit. Okay. No, we'll be fine. I have both chests and hoppers in my inventory. Nice. So, if we just remove the water sources down here before we do this stuff, then I will be able to pick up these before we then try to flush everything down. It's going to be a quite manual thing anyway. Oh, I can't open this because of gravel. That's silly. Okay. It should be safe for me to go up here. Nice. All right, we go here. We go here. We go here. And it begins. This is gonna be something. Oh yeah, stuff's gonna be caught here too. I didn't consider the fact that I will not see what I'm doing at all. I kind of have to go by memory of where the hopper is versus where the chest is. Is this lagging? How much is this lagging? I think it's definitely lagging my client at this point. There's not a lot of FPS. I hope the server isn't being affected too much. I don't think it should be. Oh god. I can't see what I'm doing anymore. Okay, there. Okay, we're down to the last one. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Well, somehow we managed to break an extra block. There's no way we get that back. So we're just gonna cover up our mistakes. I'm gonna assume that I've managed to pick up most of the... what in the world actually just happened? Is there another hole somewhere? I do not know. I'm picking these up awfully slowly, and I don't know if it's because it's lagging or because of something else. What in the world's going on here? Why is that going that way? Oh, because, yes, there is another hole up here. We'll deal with those later. If we lose those, that's okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that was the thing that happened. I should stop here. Yeah. I feel like stuff is speeding up a little bit again. Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh god. That is like actually really laggy. Okay. This one? Okay, that wasn't a lot. It is like notably more laggy when looking upwards. Okay, so you went here only. At least some of you. This actually might be so many that the hoppers will not be able to pick them up before they despawn. I think that might be a realistic outcome here. Oh my god. There's so many entities that way. Okay, I think we're done with the water here. You can hold control drop. Oh, hi. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I was holding control all the time. I could, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just go up this way. Yeah, I mean, I think, oh, I think there's still some stuff here. That works. Okay. So that can't be. Right, so this is just like, we're now, the thing is just way too slow. Because it's limited by hopper speed here, right? So. Unless, like, who knows if this thing is just stuck? It's not stuck. It's like eating up items here. I guess we can fill these two. That's fine. Gotta feed my rotten flesh addiction here. Maybe place them in shulkers. What do you mean? Manually? They'll despawn eventually. It'll be great. Oh, of course. Oh, come on. What? Oh, okay, of course. I don't want time. Okay. Come on. Guess we bring these. That's okay. Sure. Hey, look, more on the flesh. Okay. Oh, did we actually run out? Did they despawn? Nope. Well, that's a little awkward, I guess. We'll take enough from here to fill this box up because I don't want to walk around with a half-filled box. Oh, hello. Oh, whatever. I can just go in here. Now I somehow made a lot more than I need. Right, we have one more though. Oh, I guess we could have sorted that. We have the chest that's down there. These just go in here. Alright, well, it seems to be doing its job. It's just like no hitboxes. Sure, true. But I think at this point they've despawned, right? Something. Oh, no, those are just drowned. That's okay. Before I kill this whole thing, though, I want to sort this chest. Of course, I put the torch on the one thing that I'm gonna have to remove. You know what? I have the inventory space. I can just pick them up. There's no way that gets... I have to load these manually. There is some space in this hopper, but like, there's no way there's space now. Doesn't exactly hurt to take some load off the system either. 4 more. Okay. Well, the hopper is now empty. So that means we can take this stuff away. Empty, empty, empty. Here's my rotten flesh. Empty, empty. Well, this will sort for a good long while. Or fill, I guess. What the? Fine. This is just like a bunch of random stuff now. Another empty one. Some of the random stuff in here. Grab that. These. This is more random. Oh. Well, that's quite annoying. They have a sponge or two? Yeah. I don't think I want to use them here, though. The noise. The noise is exquisite. Really? Why you gotta be like this game? Okay. So, I should now be done with this water stream. Even if there's stuff up there, it should have like gone away from this, from the bubbles and over the hopper. Even if, you know, it doesn't. Oh, that's quite annoying, actually. Can do this. Oh, I should have picked up some water. It's okay. This should be empty. So we can now break the hopper. Means no longer at the risk of random stuff popping into the system. Break the stone around here. That should be it. And now we can just tear this platform down. Because it's all sitting over slabs, so all the gravel is just gonna pop. There we go. Okay, fine. Nice. And thank you, Maddox. All right, so up here, nothing is too bad. I still need... How does this look? Okay, it's actually kind of emptying this now. Nice. Fill it with some more. So many stacked up into those. Okay, very cool. This is really weird now. It goes back to the back and then across here. Oh well. All right, well, so that's good. However, I managed to pick everything up and still have full inventory. All right, well, we need, let's pop down here for a second. This is full of rotten flesh. This is full of rotten flesh. Did I end up with one more now? No. Okay, well, it's just filling them up. We must have lost a considerable amount of rotten flesh in that maneuver, but whatever. Toss some stuff in here. I want some slabs. And I guess I'm just gonna use... Wait. I put away... Oh, there we go. We make some slabs of these, because this is what the actual build is made of. So, we might as well keep to the theme, if I can. Almost did a very silly jump there. I'm going to place these like this. Ah! Okay, I obviously need a better way to get in there. And I want to prove to myself that it works if I do. We'll do that for now. Okay, cool. The angle's weird, but it seems to work. Sorry about the flashing lights. So I have to do that then. For the slabs to do their thing, and then we'll do this. I need a way to get up here, and I need a way to get up there. And I need this platform, and this platform should probably be slabs as well. Get rid of these. Let's get rid of... Actually... Like... The restocking chest for the actual shulker shells is just completely unreachable regardless, so let's not even try for those. I'm gonna fill those for now until I can build a platform out of probably deep slate bricks slabs, I guess. I so regret building this thing out of deep slate bricks. Like it wasted so much deep slate. And kind of ultimately I want to encase the whole thing anyway in a big build, so. Just a massive waste. Okay, well. I want a bubble column up there and stuff. It's already late. What I really wanted to do was kind of Shulker load some of this stuff too. What am I? Bamboo, both bamboo and bamboo blocks, iron, and bone blocks. I guess moss also, both types of moss. Those are the things that I'm like really wasting. Could also Shulker load all of the colors of wool, I guess. Feels, I mean, I should. Why not have infinite materials of something if you can? Suddenly you want to build a massive thing out of wool or a particular color or whatever. Also, I suppose these. Because those are just not being picked up. Just wasting stuff here. I don't like. When am I gonna need? I guess if I make filters, I will eventually have full shulkers of poisonous potatoes, which, if nothing else, is just a really fun thing to have. That is actually hilarious. We should do that. And I have space out here, so if we pull, instead of this, we pull these down. I could actually redirect all these hoppers. They point this way. These could even point outwards, actually. So rebuild these whole things and then take those and thread them through the center. That would work. What's in the center? It's just build. Yeah, so these two point out here instead, go through the center. And then these would, instead of going in here, just go out there, turn them all around, and then make filters out there somewhere. Just like it's a chunk-sized farm, but that doesn't mean we can't have the filter systems outside the chunk. Because it is a 3x3 chunk loader, so that's actually fine. That seems like a big thing to start now, though. Let's maybe think a little bit about this. We'll have that. We're also going to be picking up a number of other things then. So we're picking up wheat seeds. Yeah, beetroot seeds. Oh, God. What a mess. I haven't cleaned this up at all. And bone meal. And then just carrots and poisonous potatoes. So carrot streams just goes directly into a loader. Poisonous potatoes needs, well, potatoes needs a poisonous potato filter on it. Both the seed types, wheat and beetroots, need a bone meal filter and then a seed filter. That's so silly. So put those out there. I guess I could. This is awkward, actually. Because the ones that need the filtering. Also, one interesting thing is that one of the center ones is going to be one that isn't filtered. So it just goes straight out here, goes into a loader. I'm kind of thinking about which direction to put these on. That's so unimportant. The really important things are starting to load, shulker load bamboo. Because, ooh, is it actually not started again because this is backed up? Where is it? There. Ah, it's been poisoned. That's unfortunate. Okay, so that's been broken for a good while then. And I've just taken so many out of the system. Well, it will be quick enough to fill back up, but unfortunate. What's going on here? Why is this empty? Okay, so for some reason, sometimes we get bone meal into the bamboo. So, what's this farm? This is wheat farm. So some of the bone meal, for some reason, falls through. Oh yeah, it's not even picking up the bamboo. I guess. I was gonna say we could cover it over. I guess we could put a layer of like a layer of blocks like right under here or something. I don't want to cover this over. I wasted the bone meal? How could I? Truly tragic. We may never recover. I should think also about this stack because like ultimately it would be good if I end up with the results of stuff down there. Right? I don't want to not having to climb the whole thing all the time would be great. Would it be reasonable to do that? Would I have to like resort the boxes when they come down and just toss them all down the same stream? I guess I could do that. You start getting into like a proper sorting system, right? How did I manage to sleep through the night? Oh, we were suddenly not that many. I guess what I could do is I could plonk all of the chests or all of the shulkers out just into a big tube. This I definitely want to shulker load actually, yeah. Maybe I should make one more down for this. Because this is already overflowed once. I had to manually load this. Maybe that's fun. The water is not improving things here. Also, I might have to cancel the stream tomorrow, folks. I said that I was going to talk about that at the very beginning of the stream and then forgot. But now we're approaching the end, so I should. There is a video scheduled together with a larger event thing that is going to go live at exactly the normal time of the stream. So please stay tuned and watch that. It should be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I think it is a cool event. And so please do watch that. And we have a behind the scenes like meeting thing on Mindcrack that is like an hour and a half into the stream. So I could like maybe stream for like an hour. So that isn't gonna be great. Let's just say. So probably no stream tomorrow. Let's see. Where's my Twitch thing? And with that, folks, I think we're going to head over to Packrat. thank you for chilling today. It was fun to design my own loader. Enjoy that. Have a good night, everybody. Watch the video tomorrow, and I will see you later. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, or whatever time it is in your time zone. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.